Still talking about education, once upon a time, the states in the East had the problem of the boy child not going to school. So the classrooms were literally filled with girls because the boys wanted to go and trade at an early age. Is that problem still persistent?
Just go to Anambra State and you see the change. The change was because the people were allowed, they saw money as everything. One of the things we try to do in government is to say, money is not everything. Education is the most important investment. Education is the most critical thing. I still maintain the most important thing for this country of anywhere is education. Education will be the only currency for competition tomorrow. And you need it. You need to educate people properly. All these things we are complaining in this country is because of our lack of education. If people are properly educated, they will say, this is what we want, this is what we want. So for us, education was very critical and fundamental, even when it is already a goal that is within the MDG that is critical. But we took it even a step ahead and said, no, we have to get it right. Go to schools now and see the increase in schools, boys' schools like DMDS, CKC, colors of them, you can see the increase there. Because we made the child say, oh no, you can be a trader. There's nothing wrong in being a trader. I was a trader till I went to government. If you see my passport, what it says, profession, trader. There's nothing. I've seen traders in New York, traders in Japan, traders everywhere. There's nothing wrong. I was a trader. But I went to school.
Exactly.
Everybody's trading, you know. Even what you're doing here, it's all about trading. You're probably trading in the broadcasting section. I'm trading in commodities. So there's nothing wrong. But what is wrong is that in doing that, there's some things you need to acquire. And education is critical.
Some knowledge.
Okay, there's a reason I would ask this question, and I'll get to the point very quickly. The question is, in terms of, some people have said that you've done very well in managing the economy of the state, and they're also saying that you did save money, and the new governor would have something to spend. How true is it?
Let me tell you, when I did my end of tenure presentation, I was very clear that we did save money. In investment, we didn't say there's cash kept somewhere. When I came in as the governor, and I still say it about our country, Nigeria, no country, no human being, no system can exist without saving. Whenever I see people arguing about sovereign wealth fund, it's a screw that laugh. This country should agree that all the money we get every month, that we're going to save 5 or 10% for the future. Because this oil is not just for us who are here today, it's for our children. It is money, and this is a diminishing assets. So we must be able to save something for tomorrow. So when I became governor, I made a law that Anambra State must save monthly. Based on that law, looking at that law, I was able to say, okay, we save 50% in foreign currency to hedge against, in quote, maybe rate exchange or this, and if we want to borrow tomorrow in foreign currency, then let's save half in local currency. So if you look at that, that's what we did. The money is not there. For example, I can say comfortably, at the time I left office, we've been able to save $156 million in foreign currency. They are domiciled in banks in Nigeria. The banks are known, Fidelity, Diamond, and Access Bank is there. But they're all used to purchase foreign and local bonds. Like, for example, federal government have issued dollar bonds. Other countries of the world, Gabon, South Africa, everywhere, we bought their bonds. That's what we did.
Okay, so
and that tenored. In the local one, we did the same thing. We said, okay, fund these savings. Why don't we do a shopping mall? Why don't we do a hotel? So for us, this is the kind of saving. So between these two, for example, we've been able to build a portfolio of over 50 billion. Another thing, so it is not that we kept money where we actually can say we started a saving, which I know the present governor will build on or use a different strategy, because they can decide, okay, let me use these savings as a hedge to leverage in order to accelerate what I'm doing and come back to save.
Okay,
because you can take savings, borrow money, do more business, and save more.
Okay, where I was actually going, I'm glad you mentioned numbers in terms of the savings that you've got. What do you say to people who say that you're saving money and you're definitely investing part of that money, like you said, in buying bonds, which will bring you interest, of course, and you will get money out of it. But in terms of infrastructure development, Anambra State is not where it could be.
Nowhere. We did the right things. You see, let me tell you one thing about development. You must develop within what you call your own. You call it, and there's a difference between building infrastructure or doing this and the human infrastructure that is also developing. For example, let me give you an example. You can come to Lagos in Victoria Land and build a theater, a cinema theater. People will. If you do the same thing in Ajegunle, I can tell you the business will collapse. You know, it is
they will
not
watch
you
Nollywood.
No, this is so no.
They will watch
no. I'm just giving you an example. If you go and do a shopping mall in Lagos, fine. If you go and do it in my village, it will fail.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
What we needed in Anambra State, put it in what I said, the MDG goal. When we did our MDG goal, the most critical part of MDG was fighting extreme poverty, which is goal number 1. We were the first state to do poverty mapping. We were the first state to do statistical record of poverty indices in the various areas of Anambra State. And we found out where is the poorest area of Anambra State. Anambra West, Ayamelum, Obaru, Oka North, and everything. And when we studied, we said, why are they poor? And we found out one of the greatest things we needed was access. So if you go today, for the first time, there's a road 43 kilometers started by me, finished by me in Ayamelum. There's already in Anambra West, for the first time, you can drive to Anambra West, at least from Anam to Miata. You don't know this person called. If you go to Obaru, you can now go.
Because we were in Oka for
thank
the
you.
election.
You cannot go to Obaru. You can now move from Onitsha to Samala in Obaru, a place that used to take at least 4 hours. You can do in 15 minutes. The same thing in Oka North. You can go from a place they call Amansi to Obo family. So we started opening up those places, access to them. Today, I can say that Anambra State can boast the best road connectivity in Federal Republic of Nigeria. And I stand to say, go, if you have any place better, come to me. I will apologize and I will not say it again. But I say it categorically.
Okay.
We did over 800 kilometers of road. So we did what we needed to do. We built teaching hospital. We have small medical centers in all the communities. So development must be in line with what is expected in society. So you don't just get up one morning and start building a 24 tower tall building and say, oh, that is not development. Development, you must say, we're in Lagos.
So in terms of infrastructure development, there is absolutely no reason for anyone to
we are
say
where
that
we
there's
should
a
be.
deficiency.
For the new government, which I'm glad they're doing the right thing, will continue for.
Okay, so in terms of poverty then, you mentioned poverty, fighting.
When we opened up those roads, Kayode, these were mainly farmers. The goods they used to sell a basket of food for 2,000, they were selling for 10,000, 15,000. So we started changing the end. We're not there. There's still gaps. But we started changing it where I keep saying it is not about 100% result. It's 100% effort in the right direction.